All right, if you own and live in a condo and you're looking to get a reverse mortgage, or you've tried to get a reverse mortgage in a condo and you've been turned down, then this is going to be a great video for you, because I'm going to show you how you can get around, basically how you can easily get a reverse mortgage on a condo by going in kind of a different route. So I'm Jason Eichmiller. I'll introduce myself in a second, but that's what this video is going to be about. Obviously, if you don't have a condo, if you don't live in a condo, then you don't need to watch this video. Although it would be very nice for my watch time, I suspect that you will get no value out of it. But if you do have a condo and you live there, then this video is absolutely for you. So I'm going to take you to the slide now. So we're in the slideshow. We're going to go through this pretty quick, mainly because I've got to pick up Molly at school in 20 minutes. So, but I'm not going to, on the other hand, I'm not going to rush through this information. So at the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what to do to have the best chance of getting a reverse mortgage on your condo. So this is a slide here, reverse mortgage for condos. And we can do an AKA here, right? It's the AKA is how to get a reverse mortgage on your condo, even if it's already been turned down. So if you've been turned down, don't worry about it, whether it's a proprietary or more likely a hecm, which is the government reverse mortgage. Don't sweat it, okay? Well, we're going to take you there. So big question, have you tried getting a reverse mortgage on a condo? It's not that easy. And if you haven't tried getting a reverse mortgage on a condo, here's the hint. It's not very easy. So by the way, kind of future pacing, this is a condo right on Fort Lauderdale Beach. We closed a couple months ago. Awesome clients, Bill and Pam, and they're on the 25th floor. It kind of faces northeast. You can see a sailboat out there. It's just an absolute wonderful, wonderful view. They moved down from Pennsylvania and they were getting a reverse mortgage to buy their forever home. It just happened that their forever home was a condo. So we helped them out, and more on that story later. But this is all. So HUD has a 4-page, HUD and FHA, they have a 4-page condo approval form. Now, first thing I would say is if your condo is already approved by the FHA or already approved for FHA financing, you don't have to jump through all of these hoops. So just let me know. And if you tell me, if you reach me and say, hey, Jason, email me, call me, whatever it is, and say, hey, I live in this condo. I'm not sure if it's eligible for FHA financing or not. I'll ask you a couple data points, basically your address, what the association name is, and then I can actually look it up on kind of a back-end website myself where I have all the data. But if you're not approved and you want to get a regular old reverse mortgage, a hecm, this is all the stuff that you got to do. You've got page 1, you've got page 2, they've got to answer all this stuff. Then you've got page 3, which is section 4, and page 4. I'm not going to go through all of it with you. It would bore you to death. Suffice it to say that it is a disaster. And what HUD and the FHA are looking at, I mean, look at all these questions again, so much stuff. They are, if your condo isn't perfect and if it doesn't have the right type of insurance, it's going to get turned down. That might take a while to get turned down. It might take a month or two, but it will get turned down. So this right here is from one of my lenders, and it's all the same. All the lenders ask for the same thing as far as hecms go. But this is all the stuff. Once this submission form is, these 4 pages are filled out, these are all the documents that they need. So initial property requirements, blah, blah, blah. And then project documentation. This is where you have to get the binder from the condo association. And they're probably going to look at it and say, you know what? You probably don't need to be approved. I'm not doing all this work. So look at CC&Rs and declarations, budget, balance sheet, year-end, income statement, litigation disclosures, assessment disclosures, that HUD form 9991, which is this nonsense right here. So it's a whole heck of a lot of stuff that you got to get. Everything must be perfect. The process can take months. And not surprisingly, most fail. So if you're trying to get if your condo isn't approved for FHA reverse, and you're trying to get it approved, your lender, your broker, your reverse mortgage guy or girl might be saying, yeah, it looks great, but what we think doesn't matter because it goes to the FHA and HUD, and they'll say, nah, you don't have enough insurance coverage or something equally silly. So this is the big question, how can you get, and this is what I promised to answer, how can you easily get a reverse mortgage for your condo? Well, I'm going to give you the answer, but first I'll tell you a little bit about myself and my family. My name is Jason. I own Key Home Lending and Reverse Mortgage Reality. This is my contact information right here. Since 2008, by the way, I'm the guy with the gray hair in the back. That's Alyssa with the camera, Jason, Molly. Ooh, Jason having a good hair day right there. And my wife, Bridget. We're at World of Beer in Wellington. So since 2008, I've helped a little bit over 460 now. Seniors and their family members and their advisors learn about and, when appropriate, get reverse mortgages. If you watch this and you say, hey, I want to get in touch, let's see if my condo can be approved. Let's see if I can be approved for a reverse mortgage. You'll see my contact information is below. You've got my direct line. I even give you my cell phone number right there. Feel free to give me a shout there. Email me at jason@keyhomelending, or you can go to my website, www.reversequotes.com. And this is the website, by the way. You'll see a quick little video from me. But the important thing, I don't know why sometimes these things just go, they kind of go on their own. The slides just fast forward. But anyway, you can, if you're on desktop, you can fill out your information. It'll be on the right. If you're on a laptop, or not a laptop, if you're on your mobile phone, the information will be below at the bottom. And if you want to schedule a time to chat, go ahead and fill in your information and click submit. Check your phone number, though. Make sure it's the right one, obviously. And then we'll figure out a time to chat, and I'll do my best to help. If you want to see what other seniors, how they felt like their reverse mortgage journey has been, then feel free to scroll down below. And there it goes, fast forwarding again. Scroll below, and you'll see a bunch of videos and testimonial letters and all that other fun stuff. It's basically seniors that I've helped talking about why they were looking at a reverse mortgage and what it did for them. And that one on the bottom left, Maureen, she doesn't look like she's a senior. She isn't. She's an attorney. She's actually the child of a wonderful lady who helped with the reverse mortgage. So just got a drink. This is Henry right here. He just did a reverse mortgage with me about a little bit over a month ago. God, if I could only stop this thing from moving. Anyway, if you want to see Henry's experience, go ahead and push pause on this video and you can read it, but we are going to move on. So, play on words. Before it said, how can you get a reverse mortgage for your condo? This says how you can easily get a reverse mortgage for your condo. So here's going to be the answer. Now, remember all this nonsense again. You got the FHA approval, 1, 2, 3, 4 pages of it, and mostly everybody gets turned down. That was for a hecm, which is the HUD reverse mortgage. And even for proprietary reverse mortgages, each lender can do their own thing because it's not an FHA anymore, but they'll all kind of go over, they all have their versions of these pages. And my job, what I tried to do, what I charge myself for doing, is find the one that the investor that's the easiest for you to go through. So let's talk about this proprietary reverse mortgage. It is different when it comes to approving than the FHA. So it falls outside of the FHA, which means that we don't need the condo association or the unit to be FHA approved. So there's far fewer dumb, sorry FHA if you're watching, I apologize HUD, actually I don't. There's far fewer dumb rules to go through. So this is one of my investors, actually the most liberal investor I have, meaning the most relaxed investor I have. Their approval page is 1 page, not 4. You answer true or false to the following. And again, if you want to go through it line by line, you can just push pause. But you answer true or false. And if everything is answered the right way, and if you want to know specifics, then go ahead and call me and we can walk through it. but then they'll sign it and we'll be good. They will need a copy of the insurance master policy as well, but that's very easy to get. You can get it for like 20 bucks, or most of the time I just do it for my clients. So very, very simple to get, and these things get approved within days, not within months. So remember, I'm not going to go back, we'll never find it, but all this documentation that you needed for the FHA approval, this Form 9991, that 4 pages, the CC&Rs, the declarations, the budget, the balance sheet, the end-of-year income statement, litigation, special assessment, disclosure, yada, 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 as they said on Seinfeld once upon a time. It is not needed. Just complete that short checklist and provide the master insurance policy. And you're probably, I mean, it still can get turned down. You have to, for example, let's go back to this thing. If you look at about 4 questions down, if a single entity owns more than about 10% of the projects, so say projects 2 to 4 units, 1 unit, well, that's not 10%, but project 5 to 20 units, 2 units, and projects with 21 or more units, 10%. If a single entity owns more than that, then it might not get approved. If it's a condo-tel or a motel, then it probably won't get approved. But if it's a regular, good old condo, like you probably live in, if you've made it this far, then you're probably gonna be okay with these guys. And at least if you're not, it's not gonna take 3 months to tell you. It'll take about 24 to 48 hours, or 24 to 48 business hours. All right, let's just get back ahead here. All right, so that is what you've got to do if you have a condo and you're looking to get approved for a reverse mortgage. So let's talk deeper into this proprietary, because this is a type of proprietary reverse mortgage. Let's go over kind of their rules and what sets this sort of proprietary reverse apart from the hecm and some of the other proprietaries. So other reasons why this program is great. So first of all, if you've been with me for a while, you understand that the minimum age for a hecm, government reverse mortgage, is 62. For this specific proprietary reverse, actually most of the proprietary reverses, the minimum age is 55, not 62. There is no hefty, expensive mortgage insurance charged on these proprietaries. There's also, and now this is unique to this investor, so they're good at qualifying condos very quickly. And also, there's no minimum home value, no minimum loan size. Most of the other investors require over a $200,000 minimum loan size, which makes it tough for a lot of lower value homes. This will go, we've closed a loan today. It's literally a $77,000 reverse mortgage. On the other hand, we close multi-million-dollar reverse mortgages. But just knowing that they will help, I think their goal is to help anyone. It's not just to help the bigger loan sizes, which is nice. If your credit, this is a big one. If you've looked into a reverse before, they're looking at income. Now they will do an income check unless your credit's over 780. Got one going on right now. I'll show you a page from the appraisal. It's in North Palm Beach. Their credit is over 780, so the investor didn't even ask for the income. It's pretty neat. We will lend, instead of the hecm, which has a maximum home value of just under $1.1 million, this proprietary reverse will lend up to $4 million. And unless you're very old, unless you're about 85 or older, this proprietary they'll qualify you for more cash than a traditional hecm, which is the HUD reverse mortgage. All right, hope that makes sense. Hope you're good so far, by the way. I'm giving you a lot of information. So if you want to push pause and rewind this video, then feel free to. I promise I'll be here when you get back. So what else is unique? With a hecm, you can't pay off debt to qualify. With a hecm, the hecm will only pay off loans that are secured on the title or secured on the deed. Whereas this program, this proprietary reverse, they will actually pay off any debt. So if you need to if you need to pay off a credit card to qualify, they'll actually let you do that. It's a non-FHA appraisal too, which really, it makes it easier for approval, but to be honest, it's just a little bit cheaper. And I like cheap, and you like cheap too. So that's good. And because this is not a hecm and it doesn't have as many rules, we can close in as little as 10 days, but I'll say 2 weeks just to be conservative. And by the way, just so you know, and this is probably obvious, this isn't just for condos. So if somehow you made it through this video and you're in a single family home and you're looking at a reverse instead of a condo, these are the ground rules for this proprietary reverse mortgage. So even if it's single family home or condo, you still get all of these benefits. So what you need to understand also when you look at proprietaries is these reverse mortgage investors, they all have different rules. So different rules for condos and different rules, kind of fine print for the loan itself. But this investor here has the easiest condo approval process by far. So just so you know, I work with all of them. I'm a broker. I don't care who we use. I just care that who we use is going to be the best program for you, if that makes sense. So, and these guys for condos, again, and for a lot of the proprietaries, they are the best. So let's look back at my friends Bill and Pam, and that's me right there. That's their condo that they bought. I mean, the view is beautiful. The one on the left is, again, it's kind of a zoomed in picture from their deck. The one on the right is if you go down to their pool deck, you just walk down a few steps and you're right on the beach. Absolutely gorgeous. And if you look at in the other direction, they've got the intercoastal. That dude, look at Bill's smile. Look how happy he is. They are very, very, very happy. And again, they moved from Pennsylvania down to the Fort Lauderdale area. And this is, and I've grayed out or erased out the property address because I don't want anybody bugging them. But this is an appraisal that was just done in North Palm Beach. It actually sits on the intercoastal. So you see those water views, view looking southeast, south, and southwest. So this is in, if you're familiar with Palm Beach, this is the intercoastal. It goes up from Palm Beach and Peanut Island all the way up to Jupiter. And we occasionally take we belong to a boat club. We're not fancy enough to have a boat, but we rent these boats and we'll take them up like right past that building. So when her son, this is an elderly lady, very, very sweet lady. Her son actually called because she needs home health care to stay in the condo and to live there for the rest of her life. So when he called me, told me the address, I was thinking, that sounds familiar. And I pulled it up like, oh yeah, once a month I'm taking the boat right past it. So pretty neat there. And again, that's it. I've got to pick up Molly in 5 minutes now. So I wanted this to be short and concise. But if you do have questions and if you do want to see how a reverse mortgage will work for you, if you can get, okay, oh, awesome. We're back to me now. Hopefully it was on the slideshow the whole time, but I don't know. I'll have to look it over. But if you want to see if your condo can quickly be approved for a reverse mortgage, then give me a shout. My contact information is below, but you can call me at 888-309-9705. Email me, jason@keyhomelending.com, or go to www.reversequotes.com. As always, my goal is to let you know if you qualify, I'll do my very, very best for you. And if you can't qualify, if you owe too much, or if the condo can't be approved, or anything else, I want to tell you right away, because I don't want you to hold out hope. I think it's just fair. If I can help you, you'll get everything that I could possibly do. If I can't, then you'll know. And again, it's just the way to do things, I think. All right. Well, thank you so much for hearing me out here. Hope this helps, especially, again, if you have a condo, know now there is hope. You might still be able to get a reverse mortgage. And if you were turned down before, absolutely reach out. And I think we've got a good shot at it. All right. Thank you. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you on the next one.